Hey guys, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We're on the moon, where we left off. Although not actually where I left off, because I took off and then Kerbal Space Program crashed. So we're just going to pretend that that never happened, and we actually just left off here. There are two Kerbals. What do you call them? Kerbals, I think that's the proper word. Whatever, they're on the moon. But, I mean, you know, look how high they jump. But at some point, we need to get them off the moon. So they can't stay here forever. They are on the opposite side of the moon from Kerbal, back there. So, they don't have quite the view that they could if Kerbal was in view, but, you know, I'm not gonna complain. We got to the moon. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's try to get them back without dying. Alright. Break our Kerbals first. There we go. Cheating to get in. Nope. Go up. Board. Now we need to go back to the Space Center. Go back to flights in progress. Select our next Kerbal, who also needs to get on board. So I figured out that's the way you actually do it. You would just have to put them in different flights. And then you can have multiple Kerbals EVA at the same time. There we go. You can get up the ladder. Get inside. We'll retract the ladder. Hopefully it'll work. Let's open up our resources here. Now this thing needs to go off. I would have liked it to go off a long time ago, but it didn't, so we'll just have to work with what we've got here. We want it to come off before that stage separates, so that isn't anywhere near us when we activate these engines. Alright, and that comes off, and then the parachutes come out. And that is a parachute. That's a parachute, alright. So, this should work. Famous last words. So SAS is not going to do anything. So let's zoom out a little more. Let's get a little bit of thrust going. Let's tilt over a little bit that way. And now which way do we want to go? We want to go into this early direction. Yeah, that way. Actually, we probably wanted to go the other way, but this way will work too. Maybe that'll get us up into an orbit of some kind. Around the moon. Maybe. It might not. This is where I wish I had SAS, because I'd like to just be able to lock it right there, but I can't. I need to keep adjusting. Alright, we can kind of level out a little bit more. You can see the ship is spinning as we're going, so it's not quite working as well as I'd like it to. Alright, well, we're almost into an orbit of a decent height. There we go, let's just get that. Okay, or we can end the stage. That works too. So, we're now here. Camera's got to figure out what it's doing. We're going 647 meters per second, parallel to the surface of the moon. Probably could have brought the landing legs up. Let's tilt this over somewhere. Right there looks pretty good to me. Let's spin it over this way. I think, no, we want it the other way. We want it this way. Yeah, that way. Okay, then we'll bring it back up here. Can't really lock it there, but we can pretend like it is. Let's bring that down. Let us eject that stage. Oh, camera angle. So there we go, as that flies away. We have the moon beneath us. This is... I don't know what's going on with the camera here, but it's giving me some issues. It won't let me go side to side. It just rotates. So if we want to get to the side view, we have to go like that. Oh well, we can work with it. Or maybe we can't. Maybe this may kill the gameplay for me. Alright, well, let's zoom out. Oh, that is not quite the orbit I wanted. That is a very messy orbit. So we need to get out to here. And... no, we need to get out to not there. That's not where I want to go. No, stop. Select that, no. Right click. There we go. I want to get out to about here. Yes, yeah, about there. Add a maneuver that brings it down that way. Okay, and that's pointing back to Kerbal about. It's a little low. Let's tilt it up a little bit. Hopefully that'll work. Alright. We'll try it, guys. We'll see how it works. Let's eject that stage. Leaves us with just this little thing. And which direction do we need to fire the rockets in? Here, this way. Oh, that thing is very sensitive now. I'm gonna fire it that way in 8 minutes. So let's accelerate time a little bit. Where is our stage that we kicked off? Okay, it's floating way up over there. That's fine. 83 kilometers. That's the nose cone. Oh, there it goes. Disappeared off into space. 4 minutes. Shouldn't be too long with how fast we're going. So let's zoom back out to here. Look at the orbit that put it in. Alright, we're getting close now. So let's stop there. Oh, SAS does nothing. Let's just hope this doesn't use all the fuel. That was very sensitive. Okay, that'll be good enough. Oh, wrong button. Okay, let's give it a little bit. Just a little bit right there. Okay. Now we can get rid of this maneuver. And now, from here, we want to add a maneuver that will bring us out into an orbit. Hopefully, maybe. Right there. I'm not sure how we get from here to here, but somehow we do. And that's fine with me. And from here, we can just go from there and pull this in back to Kerbal. Alright, so that gives us a little bit of time before we get there. It's estimated to be a 6-second burn, which we can afford. We've got tons of fuel left. So let's accelerate time, get around there. If you ever decide to record, remember to bring a drink. This episode is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. No, not really. Although, if anybody from Dr. Pepper's watching, hit me up. Got a nice can of Dr. Pepper right here. Yeah, I'd take a sponsorship from Dr. Pepper. I'll take a sponsorship from a lot of people, really. Not that I'm, the money mongering whore or anything, but money's good. I'm not gonna turn it down. Look at that thing just flying away. I don't even know where that's going. Oh, that entered an orbit around the sun. That thing shoots off fast. That's impressive. Unless that is in an orbit. No, that's, yeah, that escaped. Okay, well, okay, we're getting close now. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, several seconds. Okay, let's put our rocket where it needs to go, where it doesn't need to go. Probably here, yeah, in the direction of motion. So for those of you who haven't figured it out, orbital mechanics are a little confusing. But there are certain things you can look up on or read that'll explain it to you. Okay, now that the rocket's spinning out of control, we're heading in the direction of the orbit we need to be in. So let's accelerate time and watch it go and hope it goes where we want it to. Let's get rid of that maneuver. Okay, so this will put us back in orbit around Kerbal. And hopefully we have enough fuel to bring the periapsis back down to the surface. But I'm not guaranteed anything. The good thing is, we may end up in the... Oh, weird. Spin. That's how it works. Okay, I get it now. We're within an orbit that we can send a rescue mission to if need be. So now let's slow this down a second, so I can add this maneuver in to bring this back down. Do then, what is that? That's still a pretty large orbit there. Yeah, 474,000 meters. That's a big orbit. Let's bring it in. I can't... The camera angles here are a little difficult. Okay, we can work with that. 168,000 meters. Remember that's a 22-second burn. We still have plenty of fuel. So let's get this back around. Oh, that was... Hate it when you hit the wrong button and all of a sudden your rocket is flying around faster than you need it to. We are almost there. Although I don't want to wait 1 day, 2 hours, and 4 minutes to get there. So let's fast forward a little more. Oh, that's why. Never mind. We'll add a new maneuver since we missed that one. Oh, that is a little too much. We're not trying to crash into the surface. Yet. That comes at a later date. I was gonna say stage, but I guess stage would be an appropriate term here. Let's try and get that a little lower, 147. Let's try to get it to 100,000. Okay, that's pretty close. Famous last words again. That's how rockets crash. Somebody says, oh, it's pretty close. It's fine. Or you mix up imperial and metric units and crash your rover into the moon. Was that the moon or was that Mars? I think that may have been Mars. An expensive mistake. Which, we can get to something that we may or may not explain later. It's why the impulse is rated in seconds. I had no idea why until I heard somebody explain it, and now it all makes sense. I could explain it now, but maybe in another episode when I'm more interested in talking about it and you guys may or may not be more interested in hearing it. It's all up in the air. Oh, let's get that back up there. Note to self, put SAS on the next rocket I build. Because this is horrible. There we go. Shift. I don't know what that was. Was I on an intercept in the moon again? Yeah, okay. Oh, this is so hard to keep steady. I really need SAS in the next one. That's required. Oh, this is so difficult. Wait, hold on. How high is that? Yeah, we need to lower that still. Oh, no, come back. Come back here. Oh, too low, too low. Okay, this isn't quite going according to plan because I'm spending more time trying to keep the rocket steady than I am actually paying attention to where the rocket's going. I'm trying to talk over all of it. That's probably the hardest part, actually. Trying to say something entertaining while almost dying. Okay, now we're gonna add a maneuver here that'll bring our orbit into a reasonable area. Like, I'm just gonna go there for now because it's hard to work with this giant orbit trying to zoom the camera in on a different side of the planet. Doesn't work too well. Alright, we're getting there. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1. Number of seconds. 9 seconds. 5 seconds. I can get there. There we go. 1 second. Accelerate. Bring the orbit in. There we go. It's somehow sitting there. Okay, we can do this. It's working. It's working so far. Maybe. A little closer. A little closer. Slowly starting to drift off. Okay, I'm gonna go in all the way to 100,000. Okay, we're at 144. Oh, and we seem to have lost orbit. Okay, that's fine. We'll land somewhere. Actually, let's accelerate a little bit just so we can land in the ocean. You never want to try landing these things on land unless you really know what you're doing. Every once in a while they'll just blow up when they come in contact with dirt. And that's no fun. Okay, we're out of fuel. So, let's use RCS to extend that orbit a little bit. Well, not orbit, to just extend where we're going to land a little bit. It's okay if we use the rest of that. It's even harder to keep steady now. Alright, there we go. Now, we just need to land. Actually, let's get rid of this. It's going to annoy me. Alright. We're going to land in the middle of this ocean. We're probably going to land right about there, actually, but whatever. There we go. Beautiful Kerbal under us. The nice glow of the atmosphere. Sun in the distance. The Milky Way in the other. It is a nice effect how it gets dimmer as you get closer, or as you look towards the sun. That's how it should work. I don't think it's ever this nice anyway when the sun's out, but I'm not going to complain. I like the view. Let's eject that. The ladder broke off. I don't know where that's going, just off into space somewhere. It'll come down. Now all we have is this stage left. Which we can work with, I think. That's where we're going. We're going that way. So let's fast forward time and bring this thing down. Slowly coming down, maybe rather fast coming down. And the ambient stops. Ambient noise. I feel like it's supposed to be pronounced all French-like, but I don't feel like that. It's French in their French words. It's weird because my name is a French word, but whatever. making fun of French because I don't like my last name. More Dr. Pepper. Okay, we'll see re-entry effects in a second. We're entering at 2,200 meters per second, which is pretty fast. 300 something is about the speed of sound. So, if you guys want to do the math, we're going pretty fast. It's what, 7 times the speed of sound, about? A little more than that? Well, maybe a little less than that, actually. And our ship is careening out of control. Spinning wildly. Let's try to get it here so it re-enters properly without spinning. 'Cause theoretically there's a heat shield on the bottom of that. Okay, we'll just let it spin. Whatever. So the whole thing heats up. These guys look very scared. Which I would too if I was in something that was burning like that. That could be a little concerning. We're getting through that now. Right there, that's cooled down. So, we'll wait until the effects stop showing up. Then we'll pull the parachutes out. Hope they don't pop off. Accelerate a little bit. Oh, it looks like we're going to land right on the land here. Land on the land. Yeah. We didn't even make it to the ocean. Okay, parachutes came out on time. I'm going to lower it down slowly. Well, we're not. The parachute will. Slowly down to the ground. And touchdown. Okay. Look at that. They made it. They're on Earth again. These things don't do anything anymore. They hit the ground hard when they jump again. So we made it. Board. Alright. We're back on Earth. Or Kerbal. It's kind of like Earth. There's our flight commander. Fire extinguisher, because you never know. Rock storage. Of course they got hundreds of samples. Other stuff. There's stuff in here. Alright, so we will end this flight. How long was it? Total mission time, 3 days, 4 hours, 21 minutes, 28 seconds. Well, that might just be since I loaded it in today. So, I don't know if I have exact numbers for you guys. Well, it looks about right. So, that's about the end of this episode. So, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.